I'm Archbishop Peter Goodrich.
So we are now sitting in what was once the Lithuanian Church of Niagara Falls. You are Archbishop of
the Independent Anglican Church Canada Synod.
And how did your church acquire this Lithuanian church?
We acquired it because it was for sale. It was pointed out to me as a church property that was available for sale from the Diocese of Buffalo. Came and got in touch with the Diocese of Buffalo, and we made an offer which was accepted, and that was about 11 years ago. And we have continued here for that period of time until today, and we are still here and intend to be here for a good many more years.
And so what are the main differences between Independent Anglican Church of the Canada Synod and either Anglican Church or the Roman Catholic Church?
Well, we are closer to the Roman Catholic Church in many respects, because we do not call it the service of Holy Communion, although every Mass is a service of Holy Communion. But we are Anglo-Catholic, and so we accept transubstantiation as a part of the Mass, and we stick to the Book of Common Prayer, which is available in so many different languages. The difference between us and the traditional Anglicans that are in communion with the See of Canterbury is simply that we stick totally to the theology and tradition of the Anglican Church as it was back in the beginning, back in 1549, and down until this day we still keep the Common Prayer tradition.
And so this Lithuanian Church, like many other Lithuanian churches in the United States of America, has closed down after the movement of the people in the 60s and the deterioration of some districts. So like they became poor and slum-like. And so how do you find it, your work in this district?
Well, we are definitely in a slum, there's no question about it. And we have a marvelous outreach called the Magdalene Project, where we minister to the poor and to women and children especially. We have a food program where we feed people several times a week. We have a kids club for children which meets every Tuesday afternoon, where the children are preached to, ministered to, and they have games to play. We have a ministry to prostitutes who come off the street, and we preach the gospel to them as well. And we have furniture that we has donated to us, that we donate to the poor. As we are speaking today, going on downstairs in the church hall, they're preparing food and things for distribution to the poor. And it's a wonderful ministry, and this the ministry that is ensured our survival, not just as a church, but as a ministry to the poor.
And so do you feel safe in this area?
There is a great faith in this area. The problem is that people, when they are poor and when they are in violent domestic situations, as is sometimes the case, they find it's a test of their faith. But one of the things that I have noticed is that there are among the poor women and men who, because the ministry is not just to women, we minister to men as well, they are people of great faith. They are in their time of trial, and they don't know what is coming tomorrow. There are some people that are existing only because we feed them.
So, incidentally, we have met for the first time in the Lithuanian Catholic Church in Hamilton, Ontario. So, what is the story behind that? What were you doing in the Lithuanian Mass there?
I attend, well, Father Paul has been my good friend for the past year and a half. And when I leave from home and instead of staying home, I will go to the Lithuanian Mass and see my friends there. I've been wonderfully well received there, and it's like a second home to me. And it's just a wonderful atmosphere of Christian love, and we get along so very well. As a matter of fact, one of the ladies from the Lithuanian Church at Our Lady of Mercy said to me, "Oh, Your Grace, why don't you come here every Sunday? We love you." And it's nice to be able to be among other people who are also Christians, who are also Catholic, as I feel that I am a Catholic. I was ordained as an Anglo-Catholic priest, and it's nice to be well received and to share the Mass and fellowship with other like-minded people.
So the main difference between your church, why you are not Catholic, is because of the infallibility of the Pope?
Yes, that's the big issue. The Independent Anglican Church is pro-life, and we stand by that, and we are in union with the teachings of the Catholic Church in that respect.
So when you have acquired this church, did you make any modifications here?
None whatsoever. Nothing has been changed. The only difference is we have, as I mentioned to you earlier, two beautiful paintings that we brought here from Canada. One is Our Lady of Czestochowa, and the other is a painting of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And everything else is exactly as it was. And one of the commitments that I made to the Bishop of Buffalo when we purchased this building was that we intended in perpetuity to maintain the Catholicity of the church in worship and doctrine, and this is exactly what we are doing and what we will continue to do. The heritage is important.
Thank you.
You're very welcome. Ačiū.